How you doing, blog followers? This is Joe Maiale with his vlog, and just coming to you to give you an update on how it's going. So, when I first started this topic, people were like, "Joe, you're crazy for doing this topic. I mean, how are you interested in doing this? Why do you do it?" I've had friends who aren't in the gifted program who have basically done things where, say, dunking, where they already knew how to dunk before it. And I don't know. I kind of see this project as a way to learn something, a way to do something that I couldn't normally do because of, say, time that I have playing soccer or doing something else like that. And I don't know, I'm just inspired to learn stuff about it. I hear all these stories about people who are making money off the economy and doing stuff like that, and that's a good way to live, making a lot of money off of minimal effort. I mean, who doesn't like that? And basically, I feel like studying microeconomics and really economics as a whole would help me get to that point where I can understand the market, understand how things move, why things happen, how assets are exchanged. And from that, I'll basically, get better understanding of investing, how corporations are changing their worth or their net gross profit or things like that. And I don't know, it just helps me a lot. And Khan Academy, shout out to them. They've given me a lot of information. I've probably into a couple hours now a video about microeconomics, and it definitely helps a lot. Some things, are rushed and you can't really figure them out, so I have to go to other resources and Google stuff. But for the most part, all the videos are pretty spot on and make a lot of sense. Sometimes I'll not understand something, or I'll won't remember something, but I guess that's just understandable because of the small amount of time we have to learn something that's kind of big. Like I've discussed in previous blogs, some of these topics that I'm trying to learn are sometimes hard to grasp at first, but then usually after some thought and after putting it into practice a couple times, you kind of understand what's going on. And it's just this big aha moment that happens when you finally get it. And this happened, of course, this week as I was learning things like marginal benefits. And what this is it's basically a different point of view when looking at the demand curve. So the demand curve is usually how does price affect the quantity that's purchased by the consumer. And basically marginal benefits curve is basically the same exact thing as the demand curve, except it's how does the quantity affect how the price is. And basically a producer of some product could take this, say they produce, I don't know, 5,000 apples, then they could see at what price they should put it at. So it's just a backwards kind of way. And I'll explain what I mean. So for the rest of this vlog, I was going to take it from my laptop to kind of show you and explain what I mean by how this topic of marginal benefits was kind of trippy at first. And so I found this image online, which I guess for this instance we'll use pizza slices and selling pizza as our as my way of explaining what this means. So basically, for our normal demand curve, we'll usually think, how does the price affect the quantity that people will buy? So right now, this is probably a market value, and so basically it's saying that $3, $3 for one slice of pizza will get you 8 slices per, I don't know, some quantity of time. That's how much people will buy. And so basically, with a marginal benefits curve, it's the same exact curve, but we're talking about it backwards. We're saying if I'm a pizza producer, I make 8 slices, say, every 20 minutes or something like that. At what point are people willing to buy my product? How much money are people willing to spend to get that? And so basically it takes from the x-axis to the y-axis, which is what normal science is like. And so basically the reason it's called a marginal benefit is because people will buy certain things at different quantities.
the price will range as shown by the curve. So let's say at about 1. So we only have 1. So that means that we could probably sell our pizza for, say, what is this? About 5, right? About $5. And that's basically what I'm showing. But right now we're in a fair market where we're assuming everybody's pizza is the same. And so basically we have at $3 we're selling 8 slices every 20 minutes. And so basically the thing that Khan Academy was trying to explain is what this marginal benefit is. So thing that was kind of trippy was the idea that it was a benefit and it benefited the consumer in a way, this demand curve. And it was kind of hard understanding it at first, but I think I kind of have it down. So what it was basically saying is that say at one say you only have one slice of pizza every 20 minutes and you sell it for $5. That's a crazy amount. But given a population and doing market studies, you'll find that maybe 1 out of every 100 people is willing to buy that slice of pizza or something like that. So basically, you have this one person right here is willing to buy a slice of pizza for $5. Let's say we go to $2 for a slice or 2 slices, and basically we'll find that say at 4.50 we're willing to have 2 people buy slices. So we have this guy right here at first who bought the 5, and then the second person who bought it for $4.5. And then as we keep moving along, we keep seeing that different people are trying to buy this pizza at a different price. And the more we increase the quantity we make and the lower we make the price, we see that we have more people buying pizza. And so basically, the marginal benefit is basically saying how much did the consumer get away with? How much did the company say not make because their price was not at these high numbers? So basically, you can draw a rectangle right here. So here's one slice of pizza. And basically from that, because we're selling it at $3 instead of the 5 that we could make off of the one person, we basically have the company say has lost $2, or you could say that the consumer has gained $2 or saved $2. And then we go to the second person. Once again, another rectangle like so. And basically, how much has this person saved? $1.5, and so on. And so basically, the marginal benefit is basically how much money did this company not get? How much money did they not get because they didn't sell $5 to the first person, $4.5 for the second person, and so on? And basically, what companies will do is they will make this curve, find the market value for things like that, and they'll basically find out what the total marginal benefit is. And basically, you can keep drawing rectangles like these throughout it, or you could even make them smaller, and so on. But basically, they try to find the area of this triangle right here. So this area right here. And so if doing basic math, we have 8 here, 2 up, that's 16, divided by 2 is 8. So basically, $8 is what they aren't making for, say, every 20 minutes for what they're making their quantity of pizza in. And basically that's what I got from that. Alright, so that was the demand curve, or as we were calling it, the marginal benefit curve. And now we're basically going to look at the supply curve. And in this instance, when we invert it to look at quantity to price instead of price to quantity, we call this the marginal cost curve. This curve right here, the blue line. And so as we know, supply is basically at what price is the producer willing to make so much stuff, or in this case, pizza. So if the market price for a slice of pizza was $1 right here, then they would say only produce one slice of pizza because they're not really benefiting from that. They could make other things like a sandwich or something else for a higher price and sell more of it and make more money. But in this case, at the market demand and what the market value is, we see that they are making 8 slices for $3. And so basically, this is making money for them because instead of making, say, the one slice for $1, the market has allowed them to make 8 slices at $3, and basically they're making money from that. So, say from here, it's from $1 to $3. Instead of making just $1, now they're making $2 off of this person. Now we go here. So let's say that's 1.2 or something like that. So now we can say point 1.8 for $1.8, like the company's making $1.8 because instead of selling this for $1.2 for a slice, they're now selling it for 3. And so basically we keep going up the curve, and once again, like we did on the marginal benefit curve, we basically find the area of this. And once you do that, that would be called the producer surplus, how much they're making. And then up here the consumer surplus. And basically what you can do is you can add these numbers together to find different values and things like that. And I don't really have enough time to explain them, but that's basically what I got from these videos. So I hope you guys understand that I'm not really as good as Khan Academy. As you can see, I kind of took it in the route of Khan Academy by doing this whole picture with drawings and things like that. So I hope you understand. If you have any questions, just comment below on my blog. Thanks and have a nice day.